the creator of Illumin, and this video series for my community, Last 60 Best 60, started in November, but you can tune in whenever and you don't have to watch all of them. Although what I'm focusing on kind of as a series within the series is the 12 areas of our life as seen in the Illumin Life Directive. They're very important to focus on as we finish up the year, to really look at the areas that are strong and going well and see how those can really leverage the areas that might need some help. Because sometimes when we're doing something in one area, it really works for us, and if we can apply that to another area, we can use our strengths to make some progress in those areas too. So the area I want to focus on today is career. And you know, this is the freelance economy, and I actually really saw that unfold. So I started out in human resources, and I loved it and really felt like my relational abilities were a good fit there. And then I went back to school because I really thought I really wanted to work on kind of organizational development as a whole. And that was in 2000, and then 2001, 9/11 happened. And so by the time I was looking for a job, there was a real slowdown in hiring right after 9/11. Especially in my field. I luckily had taken this teacher training for yoga just because it was I wanted it to be my hobby. I really enjoyed it. And so I was teaching in the early mornings and maybe one weekend class. And as I was making this shift, I was like, well, I'll just teach yoga until I find a real job. And so, you know, it's funny how things work out, and I would never have thought that I would spend almost 20 years being a yoga teacher, but I have. And one thing that I always kept as my career focus is, am I using what I know to move humanity forward? And I wasn't always articulate about that particular mission in my life, but I did feel like if I was showing up and feeling purposeful, that I was feeling appreciated, that I was feeling like I was using what I knew to really move people forward, then that was good enough for me. And I was also for a while looking for a real job, like an office job, because that's what I knew. And so anyways, I'm gonna add some questions here for you to really reflect on your career life. And that may look like a 9-to-5 job. It may look like a freelance career. It may look like a job where you travel or that you work on projects. But I really encourage you to reflect on these questions. Again, we're moving towards looking at our life as a whole so that when we get to the last days of the year, that we're really working with not what do I want to just change and erase and create something new, but we're really working on like who and what do we want to do with our days. Like that's a much more powerful question than what's my job title? What kind of job do I want to have? And the thing is here is that we want to have like end goals, not like a means to an end goal. Like the kinds of things that you want to come up with for your New Year's resolutions or your 2019 goals is like, this is sort of your up-leveling your work life to really be where you want to be in your career and not just get a new job. Like getting a new job, like eventually you're going to want to get a new job, but what is the characteristics about that job that is a good fit? Or what do you want to be doing on a day-to-day level? Or what do you want to be doing with your knowledge that is appropriate for your career? So things like that. So take some time now to answer the questions that I'm going to share. And it's either a link or in the comments or in the email that you're receiving. And show up tomorrow, keep working on these areas of life. We're going to take it to the next level and really up-level your life. So thanks, and keep living the Illumined life.